Yes, this is a DCU fan. Zack Snyder Justice League activist. And I'm here today to talk about what might be my favorite MCU movie, Black Widow. I'm shocked. I'm just as shocked as you think. When this movie first got announced, you can peep my Twitter. I said all I wanted to see was a couple Hurricane Ranas. For those of y'all who don't know what a Hurricane Rana is, it's that move that Black Widow does every time she's fighting a couple goons. She's gonna wrap her sexy legs around their head and then give them a little spinneroonie. That's a Hurricane Rana, and that's all I wanted to see. And they gave me so much more than that in this flick, and let's talk about it. First off, I'll talk about the story. I don't know what it is, like the Vin Diesel era, like all the movies, including Tomorrow War, it's all about family. I mean, F is for family, bro. And this movie was, in a way, about a very, very dysfunctional family. Like an artificial dysfunctional family. Like dysfunctional at like different layers. Like just very, very, very intensely dysfunctional. So that was cool to see that and see that this is where Black Widow came from, and to see why she really messed with the Avengers so much. See how Black Widow grew up and the environment she grew up in, and why, like she would always mention in the Avengers movies how she wasn't like the rest of them, or how she's been doing stuff, or how she's basically got dirt on her hands, and she's got skeletons in the closet. But in this movie, you really get to see what kind of skeletons could possibly be, and are in fact in Natasha's closet. So I was good with that. The character development was more than I even expected. I have to say, a lot of reviews misled me. I was expecting this movie to be empty and shallow, and it wasn't empty and shallow. I mean, it had some substance to it. Nat, of course, Nat's just being Nat, and she's got a pretty laid back, I'm cool, but I will kill you type personality, and I like that. We got Florence Pugh, who is her sister, and is kind of like Black Widow Jr. And she's cool too. I like her personality, funny. She had a couple of quips and jokes in there, and then they landed. We got Craig David. I can't believe Craig David will come out of nowhere and make a movie. I mean, it was crazy. I was like, yo, Craig David, that's 7 days. You're Russian Captain America, and mad scientist. And I really, again, I loved all these characters. They did a very good job in setting them up and who they were, and really just portraying the characters as the different parts of the family dynamic in the story. Taskmaster. A lot of y'all had complaints about Taskmaster, but I don't understand what y'all want. I don't understand how you think, because Marvel has shown you guys that they will nerf and destroy a character that you think that you knew from the comics or from the video game or from what, and they'll just nerf it because they want to, because they can, and you're not going to do a thing about it, and you're going to be back next time they put a movie out, and you're going to watch it, you won't do nothing. So that's why they do that. All this complaining, like, oh, we didn't like it, they'll do it again. They nerfed Hulk, y'all didn't like that, they did it again. They'll keep doing it. So Kevin Feige's got a plan, and y'all just need to understand that. Taskmaster, for me, he fulfilled the role of a taskmaster. He mastered the task at hand. That was it. All that other stuff, I don't really care. And so yeah, that was just it. Taskmaster was Taskmaster. Now let's talk about the action. certain reviews that had come out were saying things about the action, and I kind of want to fight those reviewers now because I saw nothing wrong with the action. I don't know what kind of fucking action they were expecting. You know, Matrix. You know, I don't understand. This is Black Widow. Like I said, I wanted my Hurricane Ranas. I got my Hurricane Ranas. Okay, so I was good. I got more than that. I got there's this scene when Black Widow is taking out the other widows, and then they get together and they start beating the hell out of her. I was like, oh, this other scene where Black Widow is fighting Taskmaster on a bridge. Whoa, like there were a lot of scenes in the movie that, thinking about it now, I want to see them again. And I don't know what y'all expected. I think it's when it comes to Marvel movies, they've sometimes set the bar so high that some of their fans have these expectations. But for me, as someone who has been a long-time DCU fan, a long-time critic of MCU's movies, precisely because I read the comics and some of the stuff just don't match, and I just don't understand why, but I still appreciate the fact that they're putting it out there on cinema, and so I watch it anyway. But I understand what it is that I'm watching. It's a superhero movie. It's not Shakespeare. It's not Martin Scorsese. It's none of that. It's a superhero movie. So they can bend a couple rules of cinema and they can break a couple rules of cinema. It doesn't matter to them. Especially at this stage in the game, Marvel knows they have us. So they could pretty much do anything. And yeah, I was satisfied with the action I saw here. Lit Lord is gonna have to give it a 4.5 flames out of 5. That's right, 4.5 flames out of 5. I'm gonna take the half flame out just because there were a couple moments in there where I felt like they were driving character development into a dead end. Like there's a couple scenes there where I can tell what they're trying to do, but I can see them trying to do it, so when they're trying to do it, they don't actually do it. And that's why I'm going to take away that half flame. But other than that, man, if you go into this Black Widow movie expecting an action movie with a little bit of character dev and a little bit of exposition and a villain that's just a generic Bond villain, then you're going to be satisfied. If you go in here expecting a Shakespearean epic with Matrix-like fight scenes, then you're gonna set yourself up for disappointment. So overall, that's it, man. It's 4.5 flames out of 5. It's the Lit Lord, Master Chief Hyman, and I'm out. So real quick before you go, I need y'all to answer me one question. I got one question for y'all in the comment section. Who would you rather have chase you down? The Dora Milaje, the Amazons, or the Wasps? Let me know in the comment section below. You already know what my choice is.
Your opponent.